So you bought one of these and now you've realised you want to make it work and you're not sure how to. Watch this video, I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step. Firstly, when you open the box, you'll find there's a couple of instruction booklets. They're worth keeping. They've got things like warranty, registration and stuff, so it's worth using them, and you can read them at a later date. But if you want to find out how to make the thing work, just follow my instructions, which are going to come up soon. The instruction books have got pictures and things, tells you where the buttons are and knobs are and whatever, and they're worth having a look at. But you don't need them to actually install the thing. All you got to do is plug it in. Now, it does say on here to make sure that you switch everything off before you plug it in, and then switch it on after it's been plugged in. This is good advice with all electronic equipment, particularly audio. It stops all the nasty bangs and pops. The unit itself is nice and small. It's only about the size of an audio cassette, as you can see here. The audio cassette actually dwarfs it, but it's a little bit thicker than an audio cassette, and it only consists of one lead, which is the black lead you can see coming out of the thing there, and on one end it's attached solidly to the device, and the other end has got a USB socket on it, a USB plug on it, sorry. And on there you just got your 4 RCAs there, inputs and outputs. You've got a monitor switch to decide whether you're listening to one or the other, and then on the other side you've got a volume control for headphones, headphone jack, and an optical digital output, so you can plug that direct into a proper hi-fi system or something that uses optical in. And that's it. It's nice and neat and small. Neat colours, I think. Nice metallic orange. It does feel a bit plasticky, but that's because it is. There's nothing much to it. It's what it does that's important, and we'll get onto that in a second. It's got a nice long lead on it. The lead is approximately 6 foot long. It's about 2 meters. I wouldn't give you an exact figure because I don't actually have it, but it's longer than your average lead anyway. So I find it long enough to do what I need to do. But obviously, it's just a lead. You can always plug in an extension if you needed to. That's something people forget with the USB stuff. You can actually buy USB extension leads. Very useful. Anyway, let's get on to the next bit. So for this video, I'm going to plug it into an HP laptop. This is my laptop here, and it's nice, standard HP jobby. So having booted it up, I'm now going to plug the USB from the 222 into the USB port. Make sure you get the plug the right way up. And also just going to connect the audio leads onto the audio input, which are the two on the left hand side there. Now I'm going to plug the USB lead into the USB socket. Make sure you get the right way up. Just slots in, and now Windows has detected it. It's gone bing, and that's all nice and simple. Nothing more complicated. Now we'll go onto the main screen and see how this will actually install. Going to be a different screen picture, but it's the same thing. It's standard Windows. Windows has detected it. Down the bottom there you can see, and now, so we're going into audio settings, and that will then take us onto this screen. Now this shows you all the different variations, and what we're looking for now is the thing that says that it's the Behringer. Now that's not difficult because there's only a couple of things on there. There we go. Microphone USB audio codec. That would be the one because it considers it a microphone. Because you see here I've got a stick mic and I've got a webcam, and then I've got this one, which is the only other thing that's been plugged in. So we go into the device and we go look at device properties, and up here you can see we've got on the right hand side advanced properties. That brings up this little box. Now this little box is telling you what it is. It's not exactly right, but it's telling you what it is. So we put in there Behringer. Just type it in there so that we know what it is when we're looking at it later, because that's the description for it which comes up. And this is the same installation for both laptops and desktops. So we click on there just to apply it, and then we can go and have a look on this button here, and it tells you what the various things are. So we've got levels and all that. That's fine. This is the important one. This is the one. It says that it's a 1-channel 16-bit, and we want it to be stereo because it's a stereo device. It doesn't know that until we tell it, so you have to scroll down. Now I've put it onto the bottom there, which is the 48 kilohertz DVD quality, and we've done apply, and it said yeah, that's okay, and now that's it done. So when we go back now onto the normal audio settings, which we'll do in a second, boom, just like that. Now it says Behringer, and up the top there we want to be able to have it going 2 ways. So now we click again, it says headphones, and it says speaker USB. So it's the speaker USB one we want. Click on there, device properties, go into there, rename it, because we don't want it to be speakers, we want it to be Behringer. So we've put on this one, speakers Behringer. Click rename. If you don't click rename, it doesn't hold it, it doesn't remember it. And then we're over to here. Now it knows that it's stereo speakers, and that's it, literally. That is now working, or will be. So what we'll do, just to prove it, start up Audacity, and wait for it to come up. There we go. This is a very useful program for all sorts of reasons, and testing sound equipment is one of them. So open it up, and under inputs, select the Behringer that we've just called it, click on record, and it will bring up a stereo trace because it knows it's a stereo device. And if we put any signals into it, it will record those. And this is the sort of signals you get just by feeding in, well, that was some test signals I had from another tape, but that doesn't matter. You can see there it's going in nice and smoothly. That's how you do it. Once you're up and running, you just have to learn how to use Audacity or whatever other program you're using. It's as simple as that. You can't make it any easier if you really try. On screen now you've got some examples of stuff that I've recorded using the Behringer, and you can see it produces very nice results. Learn to use the program and the software and you're well away. Anyway, if you've got any value out of this, maybe you'd like to sign up and subscribe to us, or you can click on the like button, or do both, and we'll catch you another time. There's a couple of good videos coming up on here, so let's keep it simple. Catch you again. Bye bye.